Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Nothing But Trouble 1220, back again doing another driving TV review. The 2010 Soul Train Awards, which aired last night on BET Eccentric from like 8:30 to 3 in the morning. I'm sorry, was it just me or were the awards just a touch long this year? And still, like, even with it being that long, it was still mad choppy and bad editing. But let's just get right in from the beginning, from the very, very, very start of the show. Robert Kelly, Lord Jesus, I was sitting on my bed, jumping up and down, giddy, itty, like a 12-year-old girl last night. Pedophilia aside, like Robert Kelly, I fell in love with R. Kelly all over again. Like, it was 1993 all over again, and my mind's telling me no. Like, I mean, that's just how it was for me. Like, he looked like he was age appropriate, and he was singing. I just want you to know how he was singing. And he was giving us good beat face, honey. I think he's a good NC50, a good NW45. He was painted for the gods. And his hair was pristine. The precision, I was like, is this a lace front? I was enjoying R. Kelly so much. He teased me with Happy People because, you know, that song is the song that opens hearts and changes lives. But then he went right on into When a Woman Loves. It's really a beautiful song. And he sings it. Like, it was giving me like Sam Cooke, like that whole, like, he sings it. And then he flipped it and gave us a little Frankie Lyman, Chuck Berry. Like, I was just in my glory, literally. I knew that such a strong start would only mean that the show was going to, like, plummet, and that it did. Our host, now everybody knows I love me some Taraji. Like, I live for her. Terrence, I could do without, because y'all know I don't really do the Beige Boys, and I never really got into the Terrence Howard hype. Like, I still see Greg Sparks, but, you know, that's just me. And for me, the show was not very well produced, especially it was not well edited, because they did all of this horrible 8th grade talent show skits. And like the magic books and the dancing contest, it was just like, what type of high school gymnasium what is this garbage? This trash is just beyond me. Like, what? How do we go from R. Kelly having me running around my room like a banshee to this trash? Like, what does it all mean? Really? Oh, let me just go back to R. Kelly. I gotta tell you, first and foremost, the little prop changes that he did from song to song, I mean, I don't think they were necessary. Number one, the black latex gloves were giving me rapist. Honey, I watched far too much Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Them black gloves have a significance, honey. I said, these rapist gloves, honey, this is really got me like he outside somebody's window on the fire escape trying to be a predator, honey. What is this? When he took those off, I felt a lot better. Was it just me also, but When a Woman Loves, the frames that he put on, were they real? Because I felt like there was a little magnification going on in the lens. Or was that just my television? Everyone else was like not memorable. Like, I could have did without Neo. Like, I really try to be a Neo fan. But Neo's not a singer. Neo's a very strong producer, a good, strong writer. But the performance factors are never memorable for me. And he really, like, I get the Michael MJ references with the White Sox and the dancing and the little play on The Way You Make Me Feel. Like, I get it. But, yeah, right. So, okay, let's just get right on into Anita Baker. Now, today, because the tribute really brought me back to, like, the best of Anita Baker. So, I will be banging Anita Baker at my desk all day. We had some good, strong talent. Like, how you doing, Tamia? Like, y'all know how I feel about Tamia. Y'all saw how I carried on when I went to go see her at the center stage at Central Park, the summer stage at Central Park. And yeah, y'all know that I stand for her. Faith. Now, I think Faith is far too talented and far too pretty. To be traipsing about the stage in them Rainbow Joyce Leslie Forever 21 fashions. And skinny girls can get away with these type of purchases. Like, skinny girls can go into Forever 21 and just buy the store. You don't really catch the details or, you know, the faults in the fabric and the cut and the thing of that nature for the skinny people. But if you put a girl with a little wagon on her with some legs, you put her in a dress that costs $19.98, you're gonna know that the dress costs $19.98 on a bigger girl. And Faith is just far too, like, she's just too upscale to be dressing herself. And I felt like there was a lot of people dressing themselves last night. The tribute was everything. Rochelle Farrell was giving me Miss Seeley's glasses. Like, you know how Miss Seeley, when she opened the Miss Seeley's pants store and she was wearing them glasses when she was making them pants with the elastic in the waist? Rochelle Farrell had on them glasses last night. How you doing, girl? But you did your good singing. You showed out. Layla Hathaway was also stunning in her voice. Oh, Layla's tenor. Oh, Jesus. She's one of those, like, I feel the spirit every time Layla Hathaway sings. Layla Hathaway could sing I'm a Little Teapot and I would be in the corner somewhere like, oh, Jesus. Oh, tie my bow tie too tight. Ah, Glory really did. And Anita, like, honey, Anita dresses herself and she does her own hair. You cannot convince me that Anita does not get her a yellow bird and a golden hot curling iron and just do it up herself every time. Oh, I love it down. And I love her for it. Hair just be undone all over the place. And I just like, Anita, like, I'm finna do this myself. Like, okay. Also, in the do-it-yourself category, shout outs to Erykah Badu. I just felt like Erykah just stuck her finger down into some eyeshadow and said, girl, I'm finna do these Soul Train Awards. How y'all doing? And I live for it. Erykah sings. So as far as I'm concerned, like, Erykah can go out there and do those type of antics. I was missing Jill Scott. I really wanted Jill Scott to be a part of the Anita Baker thing. And she wasn't. It made me sad. Jasmine Sullivan. Her talent just supersedes, like, everybody else that's out there. Like, Jasmine will SHIT on your favorite. Yeah, I said it. And that's just what I believe. So, I mean, if you don't like it, kick a brick. But that being said, Jasmine, I can't tell if Jasmine is just naturally a tacky person and doing some dressing herself. Last night she was giving me 8th grade prom hair and stuffed sausage. Her clothes were distracting me from her voice. I just can't. I really can't. And I love Jasmine Sullivan. Like, I really, really love her. Like, I really, truly love her. It's like, she don't stay in her pocket. Jasmine is a stand behind the microphone and sing until I want to take my clothes off kind of girl. She don't need to be hopping about with background dances and Dougie Fresh. Like, that's not your pocket. And while Holding You Down is my joint. Holding You Down is not a performance song for me. Number one, she took it down a whole key. Like, Jasmine was singing tenor. Why can't I find somebody else? I wasn't mad because she still sound good. But whole key, which is not uncommon. Most singers, Beyonce is good for a half step. How you doing? But Jasmine was a baritone and around, and why you doing me so wrong? It's still my song, and I still love her down. But she's just not one to be dancing about. It's like, Jasmine, yeah, BET. For you to, I just want to know how in the hell is it appropriate for you to cut Tank's performance and even Eric Benet? For you to cut Eric Benet and Tank's performances and then subject us to a whole 5 minutes of Bruno Mars and that whining guitar? Like, I want my money back. Are you effing kidding me? Girl, get out of my life. Deborah Lee. And who was escorting Deborah Lee with that sequin Tetris suit jacket? Like, what in the Atari? Child, get off the stage, sir. Ron Isley, and I don't know. Ron Isley was given a good brow fill, honey. Stay tuned for the Ron Isley eyebrow tutorial, because that right there, Ron's eyebrows were like woolly mammoth. And I just lived and died. Like, Ron's wife looked to be about my age. And the fact that the nigga got a toddler, like, Ron Isley is about 98,000 years old. And for him to say, I got a 3-year-old, sir, that just really took me down. I just don't know what could ever be appealing about Ron Isley's geriatric penis. Like, I get the falsetto and I get the whole sing me out my drawers thing, but I never, like, nothing. But he did his good singing. Tank got his, like, I was pissed about Tank's cut performance, but when he came back and sung for the tribute, shout, boom, I was getting my life. The whole thing, Footsteps in the Dark, yes, Eric Benet. Everyone was just doing a bang up job. I had a wang dang doodle. How dare I not talk about Janelle Monáe just being like completely gorgeous and just being so poised and just, oh, I just love her down. Like, just being so everything to me. Hi, Janelle Monáe. I love you. CeeLo. Now, CeeLo, I get that CeeLo's out off the meter. I get that he does this whole, like, you know, space age, I'm a different character type of, but, sir, within reason. You know what I'm saying? The robes and the dancers, the feathers, like, oh, girl, it was just so much. And was I the only one that distracted by the fact that they had these brown girls in these taupe stockings? Like, what? I said, all of these brown girls with white lady legs is really confusing me. I was the only one. I can't really think if there's anything else that I forgot to talk about. Yeah, I think I'm done here. I love you guys. Have a great day.